Hi, and welcome back to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧𝗏. Today, guys, we're going to be jumping down into the world of Cardano, reviewing everything on a macro level, the daily and weekly timeframes, where the bear market is going, and where I think the next bullish market could take the price of ADA. As I get into today's video, if you do find it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe? Tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧𝗏. And if you haven't yet joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out, linked in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free, and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. So why not go ahead and check it out? Right. Let's go ahead and start things off by talking about where I think ADA is going in this current bear market. So here we have ADA paired up with USDT. We're on the daily chart, and Binance is our data source. As you can clearly see, we are in a corrective pattern to the downside. And I expect us to kind of land somewhere between 15.27 and 18.11 cent on a three-wave corrective pattern. We can see here that this target is more specific to the 1 to the 1.236 fib scale. But if I zoom out, you can see that we do have this wider range coming in at 15.46 and 18.3. This here is previous resistance turning into support. Okay, so this is an area of interest for me, but also happens to be falling in line with our three-wave correction to the downside. Now, we are in a bearish structure. We can see this from Smart Money Concepts over here. And when we do lose this low, this existing wick low that we had, which was 22 cents, and that was back in June 2023, we'll get a break of structure to confirm our bearish structure. Okay, so for now, it is bearish by characterization, but when we get a break of structure, it will confirm that positioning. We can also see that the white line here, this is our 200 exponential moving average, and the red line and yellow lines, these are the red line being the 50 exponential moving average and the yellow being the 50 moving average. We can see that both of the 50 EMA and MA are below that of the 200 exponential moving average, also indicating that we are in a bearish structure. We can see that the 200 EMA, even though we had these kind of fake breakouts, has actually still been our trend filter, indicating that we are moving on down for ADA. So it does look like we still have further to the downside on Cardano, and this is an opportunity if you choose to see it that way. Essentially, this opportunity might be your last opportunity to buy ADA before we start to get into that next bullish market. This move to the downside will be quite a hefty one. From our current price at the point of recording down into this range, we're talking 26%, downwards towards 38%. I don't expect it to be straight moves to the downside, and I actually expect a bit of a bear market rally in the month of October. So we do think there's going to be a price move upwards before we continue this move to the downside. Long term, though, we are looking for this range between 15.27 and 18.11 to be the bear market low for Cardano and the place to be doing majority of the larger DCA buys. That being said, obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give financial advice. All I can do is give my thoughts and opinions on what's going on in the data and the charts for Cardano. Ultimately, a DCA, a dollar cost averaging strategy, appears to be the best strategy that I've come across over the years. It's a great way to kind of slowly lower the average price that you pay for an asset. So, you know, anything below 30 cents, I've said it before and I'll say it again, seems a really good place to be dollar cost averaging on Cardano. Currently, at the point of recording this video, we're 24.5 cents, and I suspect that we are going to drop down a bit before rallying on up and so forth, right? Ultimately, I think another retest of the 200 exponential moving average sat at approximately 31.26 cents at the point of recording will be something that we'll expect in the month of October before potentially coming down towards these new bear market low points. Ultimately, the nuts and bolts of this is that we haven't yet finished with the bear market for Cardano. I expect further downside, and that is a massive opportunity, because if I come on over into our bullish markets, we can see that, you know, we can have the potential to move on down, as I said, right, 15 to 18 cents. There's also the Z wave pattern here that could come down deeper, more towards 8 cents, but I don't think that's likely to happen. But it is a technical possibility. Ultimately, we had a fantastic run to the upside in 2021 or late part of 2020 into 2021 with 17,469% in gains. Right now, if we were to mirror what had already occurred, then we will be looking at a $26 ADA in the future, right? And $26, I think, is something that is possible given all of the building activity that's actually actually happening on the Cardano ecosystem, right? There's over 1,200 dApps being built. We see total value locked growing at an alarming rate. And if you're not paying attention, you need to pay attention to that. With staking, the most decentralized or one of the most decentralized blockchains in the world. And now that staking element kind of has people split opinions because obviously there's no lockup period. Some people look at that negatively and others look at that incredibly positively. That means that you don't have to wait 7, 14, 30 days to withdraw your reward, withdraw your ADA from stake pools. You can just move your ADA instantaneously. This is a fantastic reason. It means that you can have options here. You can stake your ADA that you're dollar cost averaging in the bear market and earn passive income on that, whether that's 4 or 5%. And you can move it into a DeFi app at a whim whenever you want and when you are ready to do so. If you're just building up a position, waiting for your favorite dApps to be launching on the ecosystem, ready for applying for DeFi or whatever it may be, then that's a fantastic way of going. So there's many different kind of thought processes on this. Obviously, no lockup period means that although it's delegated and is locked for now, it does not necessarily mean that it is going to be locked long term, or is going to be staked long term, and people can move it out. That means that there could be supply entering the marketplace, drowning the price down or dragging the price down very, very quickly. I suspect, though, actually, a lot of people who are delegating their ADA are in this for the long haul. There's a really good, bright future here, in my opinion, for Cardano if you pay attention to the fundamental analysis as well as the technical. In the bear market, it's a little bit too easy to be overly negative, and not really paying attention to what is being built. And ultimately, Cardano is being built in this bear market, and that's an important thing to remember. So when it comes to that next bullish market here, we can see that we had that really good run. We had the correction to the downside here, so nice B wave pattern, and then of course we'll be looking for this run to the upside. $26 Oz, where we'll probably be looking at the higher side of things. $90 on the peak of this thing, if it were to have some really good reasons to see the supply shrink and demand increase, even more so than above and beyond what you saw at $26. So there's a lot of reasons for this, and there's lots of ways that this could prevent, or there could be lots of ways to prevent the price from moving up towards these kind of high numbers. Ultimately, though, I think it's important to reflect on some interesting areas of resistance. We'll find resistance at about $3.70 and upwards towards the $8.81. Essentially, that first yellow box area just here. This is going to be an interesting point of potential resistance, as these are key Fibonacci levels for the price action to react to. Ultimately, though, I do think that a $26 ADA is something that we can look forward to in the future. Even if it is not in the next cycle, it would potentially be in the cycle after that. Ultimately, I think ADA is poised and ready for fantastic growth in the next bullish market. Just take a look at the fundamental side. It's much stronger now than it was back in 2021, and it did phenomenally well in 2021. There is no reason to think that it will not perform as well, if not better, in the next cycle to the upside. So $26? Yeah, I don't think that's an impossibility. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below, but I'm going to wrap this video up right there. If you have found this useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Until the next one though, guys, have a fantastic day.